Now, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. When was the last time you guys read Richest Man in Babylon? Or who has never read Richest Man in Babylon? Let's see. I'm going to start there. 2 weeks ago, you have not. Last night, you just received your copy. Awesome. My book came in today. Great. Nice. Okay, so there's interesting topics. I'll tell you this. One, if you've never read the book, you should. When you go to start reading the book, I encourage you to make it past the introduction, where it starts explaining Babylon, and it's like Babylon this, Babylon that, and it's not really the story. I realized that. I got to look at it, and I was like, Richest Man in Babylon. I was like, it's low-key kind of, if you're not interested in certain stuff, even the audiobook, the whole book is like that, even the free audiobook. So make sure you get to the first part of this story. But I was listening to it again. Again, anytime I have to do a lot of work, anytime I'm driving a lot, remember what happened 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was listening to Earl Nightingale, and I had a reminder for you. So I got to listen to a little bit of Richest Man in Babylon. I was like, let me run it, And that's one thing I noticed. I was like, dude, this thing's kind of boring in the beginning, low key. I was like, damn. I was like, I'm interested. I love the history of Babylon, but I was like, man, if people are starting this for the first time, they're probably gonna be like, dude, this is so whack. Like, what is this? Like, it doesn't really get into the juiciness till some time. But that was the first part. But the second part about it that reminded me of something that I want to give to you. He's talking about goals. And this comes up in Earl Nightingale, but do you guys remember that phrase where they talked to him and they said, Arcad, you're going to go and skip stones and do all of this stuff. He said, I'm going to go set a goal to walk up to the lake and skip a stone every day. And every day I'm going to go to there and I'm going to skip it. I'm going to go take the stone and then do it every day. Take one stone, throw it across. Take one stone the next day, throw it across. You've heard that. And then they asked him, he said, do you think I would go? Maybe I miss one. Maybe I'll miss one and I'll throw two tomorrow. Or maybe I missed the whole week. Let me take a handful and throw them all in at once. He says, I will not do this. He said, that's not success. That's not what it's about. Whew. This was just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you know. Even that's why I don't care. If you haven't read the book, go damn read it, okay? Just go read it again. If you have read it, this is for you. This is just a reminder, just like when I listened to Earl Nightingale last week. There was just something I was like, that hit me a little different. And that was our reminder for what we said, what success is. What? You say, I'm going to do something and I do it. I don't think it's a coincidence that came up. Akasi is getting clapped again. I was looking at some, but that could be because of the China stuff. I was early on that, but I didn't take it. But I don't know. I kind of don't trust it. Akasi is getting clapped still. No. Idiots on the chain. Nah. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a thing of the heart. Amen. That's what we talked about. But what was it? What was the whole point? Everything was just along the lines. You want to be successful. You commit to something and you do it. Honestly. Like, you think about it. Why is the long-term chair so successful? Some of you, it may be successful, it may not. I think it's success. Is it because we bought Snapchat at $12? Is it because we bought Spotify at $140? Is it because we got Abivai? Was it because DraftKings goes up 30% after we buy it? Because it doesn't expire? Is that really it? Educate them, Brenda. Educate them. It's because we committed to it. That's it. That is our stone, and that is our pond. That's the problem most people have with investing long term. That's the most problem with people doing anything. We said we're going to do it. We did it. I don't care if it's boring. I don't care if it makes sense. I don't care anything. I'm going to do it once a month. I'm going to look out for this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to skip it. Oh, I missed 1 month. Maybe we'll throw it here. Maybe we don't do this. Or maybe I'll trade options first, and then we'll do this. Whatever it could be, right? But this idea now, take it beyond stocks and it's everything in life. The point is small, good decisions. Exactly. That's what it's saying. Saying this ability, even in Richest Man in Babylon, one of the first stories Arcad is explaining to them. One of the first things he's saying, you have either ignored the laws of wealth or you're ignorant to them. Then he goes on and explains why he's done what he's done, everything. But this comes up. This is all of you in your heart, your desire. You wake up every day, one fucking moment. Somebody in here, you said, I'm not going to be broke anymore. Or I am going to do this. I am going to elevate my life. I'm going to take it here. I do not want to be like this. And you said, I'm going to change something. Yes or no? Most of you, even myself, I started young, but I had to make that decision at a young age. Some of you, whatever fucking day it happened, at one point, you had to. And some of you never have. Some people, you may not even be in this room. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. They're not here right now. They're still living their life. Your neighbor, your friends, whoever it may be, they still haven't had that conscious decision to be like, okay, I'm not going to do this, and I want that. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to do this. So that's kind of the whole concept. It's when you decide on something. But then when you decide on something, it's not that you just decide and then don't do anything. Or decide and then you stay with it for a week, and then that's why everyone fails at the gym. That's why everyone fails at investing. That's why a lot of people fail, not everyone. So do you see what I'm saying? Some of you have made this decision already. So don't forget the part of success. This is why I'm saying this is my reminder to you guys. Throw the stone every day. Wake up every day and remind yourself that you made that decision so you could go there and make a small, good decision to just keep it there and to keep going and keep going. And the thing of success, again, is saying, I'm going to do this, and I did it. Doesn't matter about the stone. Doesn't matter how many stones you throw. Doesn't matter how far it skips. This is just the reminder you have to understand. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. You determine what ideal is worthy. But what makes success? You said, I'm going to do this, and I did it. That is what will separate men. That is part of the law of wealth. Even understanding how money works, you have to understand this concept. You have to understand money doesn't grow by throwing a bunch into it and then waiting like that. No, it really doesn't. You don't make money on your long term by just buying the right stock with all your money. It's never going to fucking happen. It's little by little. It's being involved every day. It's saying, I'm doing this. I'm going to save. I'm not going to spend this. I'm going to focus on income above expenditures. We're going to focus on making thy dwelling a profit. You see everything consistently. But you said, I'm going to do it, then you do it. Okay? That's the first part. I listened to it. A lot of things were coming out, but that stuck to me again. That one just it hit me in a different light. So I thought I'd share it with you guys, and I thought I'd give you a good reminder. Don't forget that. So some of you, small, good decisions. You said you're going to do something, stick to it. Again, we saw that person with the house. I bid on 3 houses. Figure out what you're going to do. Decide what you want and stick to. That's the key. That's why determining what you want instead of getting impulsive or emotional, that's why it's better to think about it. So then this is what I want, and then that's it. No matter what, every day, look for that house. Look for that stock. Look for that long term. Everything. So, that's the first part. The second part, I heard somebody else. I heard this guy on YouTube. I don't know if it was YouTube. He's like one of the, it came up, it was during one of the church things, kind of. I've seen this guy come up in between TD Jakes videos and some of the other ones, and it's kind of like philosophy, low key. But this concept was reminded and brought up, and I like it. What's that name? Jordan. Jordan Peterson. That's who it was. I have to say it like a fob. And I don't even know what the video is titled or anything. But he brought up this concept of, and I love it. I love it. Humility. But humility for goals, and ironically enough, it was the same exact thing of what we were just discussed. It was talking about like getting something accomplished in small good decisions, realistically. So so some of you have heard it. So have you heard this? What he said, and that's why I think it's another good reminder, is have humility. And that's why the problem people have with sometimes we set goals, but you need to be humble enough or have so much humility to set a small goal so that you can accomplish it. Because a lot of times we're making, some of you guys, it's just like this stone. It's a small goal. It's saying, all of you go and pick up a stone and skip it? Yeah. Like, honestly, some of you guys I have no money. Can all of you get $1 a day? Can you find $1? Can 5, 10? Can you wake up 1 hour faster? Just 1 extra hour? You see what I'm saying? Like, it really, like one, but the whole idea, maybe 10 minutes. But the whole idea is keep it small. But the problem is, if you got this big old ego, you guys are unrealistic, most of you have big goals. You got big ass goals. You never accomplish anything. You know why? Because your goal is $1 million. So even if you made 500,000, you still didn't make $1 million, my guy. You still have not accomplished your goal. How come none of us want to make a small goal? It feels like shit. Again, humility. Some of you guys, you know what your fucking goal needs to be? It's not to get healthy. It's not to get a six-pack, not to get in shape. It's to do 1 push-up. Okay, do 2. Some people will send it at 15, 20, but it's too big. It's humbling. You have to humbly expect, that's nothing. 1 push-up's nothing. $1 is nothing. Small account is nothing. Yeah, you're right. You're fucking right. Amen. But you have to be humble enough to accept that so you could start. It's better than nothing. Way better than nothing. It's better than being bitter because you never did anything, because you didn't move, and you don't have any money now, and then you're going to burn it on options, anything. It's better than nothing. But the whole point he was saying is that people don't do anything because of this. People don't have the humility to the goals are too big. And I don't want you to not have big goals. Don't get it twisted. You're talking to somebody. That's the last thing I'm going to tell you guys. I have a lot of faith. I believe what I believe. But it's also understanding that process of skipping the stone every day. You have to do it. So that's why it's kind of a reminder, too, for some of you guys. You said you're going to do something, stay consistent. But now what are you telling yourself to do? You see what I'm saying? Are you putting a lot of pressure on yourself? Are you saying make it big? Because is it going to make you feel bad if you can't accomplish it? But if you start setting smaller goals, humble yourself. Don't be afraid of how it sounds. It may not seem like enough, but now you're doing something. And now you're doing it every day. That's a game changer. So now it's compounding. Now it's the long term. Now it's like, boom, I did this today. I woke up a little earlier. Some of you, clean your damn room. That could be that. Maybe some of you save, don't do that. Some of you say, I want to stop smoking cigarettes. Dude, how about you just try to not smoke it for like 10 minutes and start there? Yeah, it's humbling. Some of you can't even do that. I don't want to do it. I can't get money for that. Just keep it small. Let's start small. And then you get it. Okay, now you got 10. Let's go a little higher. Just a little by small, good decisions. That's all. Really, really, that's all. But it's important. It's important even in the goals you're setting. Pretty much, we have to know how to skip these stones and stay with it and have small goals while still making sure the goal, the broader goal is big. But a lot of you, if your goals are too big and now the goals in between are also too big, there's going to be a huge gap between never doing anything and that big goal, or even progress in that goal. And most of the time it gets filled up with bitterness, resentment, changing your idea, a new plan, everything. Think about that. So, small good decisions, it really adds up. And I was even thinking about that too. On the other side, even small bad decisions. I wanted to go get some food the other day, and I remembered, and I didn't, it's funny because I thought negatively. I didn't think about small good decisions. I really didn't. But I did, maybe that's the Middle Eastern in me. I got my ass whooped, so the fear makes me respond. But, because I was like, that's going to be a small bad decision. I was like, I know I could go get, I was going to get like McDonald's or something. I think Chick-fil-A. And I was like, but like, I was like this. And I was thinking, I was like, that's going to lead to this, and then that, and then this, and that. And I just started thinking, and then it eventually got me to small good decisions. But I was pretty much looking to avoid small bad decisions, which was ironic. I didn't really care if it was a good decision, not to lie to you. But I was more concerned about starting a cycle of bad decisions. I was more concerned of what it would lead to. And then it eventually gave me my option. I literally was like, what are you saying? I was like, dude, you have a bunch of meal preps in the fridge. Like, you don't have to drive. You don't have to go anywhere. Like, sit your ass down. That's a small good decision. You avoid a small bad decision. And then that's it. I moved on, and it was great. But small goals, even eating, all that. But like I'm saying, all of this was a reminder. It's ironic how I got placed this information in that order as it was presented to me over this week. But it's ironic that a lot of good things were said, but that really stuck out to me, just like Earl Nightingale from last week. So let's stay consistent. And if you have trouble staying consistent, you're asking a lot of big things from yourself. And I need you to ask smaller things. And the same goes. I mean, for all of us, right? Even for myself, that's how I look at it. But there's a reason why that's coming up. And I think it's a good time to have this reminder right here, right now, so that you could keep going with consistency. And that is what is going to separate a lot of people right now. It's how are you going to remain consistent? Who is going to remain consistent? I don't know how to be consistent. It's not, you know how to be consistent as a human, you do. That's why you have bad habits. That's consistent as hell, my G. The problem is you don't know how to set the goals correctly. You want, everybody, again, that's why everyone wants a big house. Let's start with the first one. Everybody wants a big long-term portfolio. Let's start with the first one. Everybody wants to make their first trade. Let's start with the paper trade. Go make one trade a day. After you do 50 paper trades, then 51th will be a real trade. That's fine, but set something. Set it small. But why are we so like come on, like why are we all full of ourselves that much? I really do. If anybody's gonna feel it in me, I'll be the first one. But it's like we really like, why don't we like setting small goals for ourselves? Like, why does it hurt us so much? You know what I'm saying? Why does it make you feel so less than if it's just like do something little? You know? Like, honestly, like, go walk. You guys were, honestly, some of you guys were asking, remember, who was it? What was that chick? It was Vanessa. I remember she was saying something on running, and I ran. And I got clapped that first day I ran. I said, fuck that. But I started walking the days after. Like, that's how I remember you guys would ask me, something like, Josh, are you going on a run? I said, nah. I'm going on a walk. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll walk. Accept it. Like, why can't, like, what's wrong with, eventually you're going to run. Eventually you're going to start a little bit. That's where all of you guys got to realize. It's going to get there. But again, you will never get there if you don't start. And I don't like seeing people not starting, honestly. I'm sick of it. You know? For real, for real. You guys just got to start. Be smart with it. The smartest thing you could do is not doing anything. especially if you're young. So start, but don't get ambitious. Don't be over ambitious. Don't start with the biggest task. Start with the easy shit. Start small. Start humbly. Your first goal really should make you feel like a bitch. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong. Otherwise, someone's trying to sell you something. I promise you that. That's why I use your common sense. If that first goal makes you feel like you're about to get millions of dollars, oh, you're fucked. Think about it. When has it ever worked out like that for you in real life? Never. I'll wait. I could wait. Trust me. Never did you that's why you got excited. That's why it was this. That goal was big, but then that's why you felt so let down. That's why you paid somebody and then you got let down. That's why this happened and you got let down. Because the first fucking goal was gigantic. You probably had a chance. You know what I'm saying? You really, really did. You probably would have been really successful at it. That's why I love 2020, the market, anything could happen. But that first goal is probably because again, it's hard you don't see it. You don't see what's happening. You see your hard work. You see your time commitment, but you don't see that anything come into fruition. Small goals always come to fruition. Always, always, always. Then it gets you excited. Now you have something. Now you got momentum. You have all things working in your favor. But before that, you're not moving. And then you're going to get bitter. Then you're going to resent it. And then before you know it, it dies. And then now there's a new plan. But then now you're confused about the new plan because the new plan didn't get you as excited as the old plan. The old plan only got you excited because of what? It's too big. It's not too big for your life. It's just too big for right now. That's what most of you guys don't get. I've learned that in life at times. I've gotten things, I've lost things, but I realized it's not like I wasn't supposed to have that. Just not at that moment. So set a small goal. A reminder, success is saying I'm going to do something and consistently doing it. No matter how small it is. But do a bunch of small things. It will always lead to a big thing. Every single time. If you can't think of one way to make $1 million, think of 1,000,000 ways to make $1. Skip the stones, baby. Skip the stones. Keep the goals small. Make the decisions small and good. That's it. Isn't that funny? Just little by little. And you'll be good. But that is it. That is your philosophy. That is your little reminder. I hope it's a good reminder. I hope it hit you like it hit me kind of out of nowhere. I got blindsided. I keep getting blindsided about shit that I've already looked into, and then I'm seeing it again, but then it just hitting me like I was like, damn. I'm really seeing the secret sauce. For real. Like I'm saying, that secret sauce with success. It's whatever you want. It's that. That's what it's the same concept I'm reminding you about. I just saw it hit again somewhere else. That's why I'm telling you, pay the fuck attention, or at least let me just remind you. Because that is the secret sauce right there. Small good decisions, it really is. Not the phrase. It's not me saying small good decisions. It's that fucking skipping the stone. It's right there. It's right in front of all of us. Like, wake up. We've seen it happen too many times. Just little by little. One consistently, it's going to compound into something just wicked, man. So do it. Where are you envisioning it? Where are you building it for? Woo! I'm excited. I am excited. But that's why it's good. But just because we're excited now, you don't need to go big, man. We could be small with the excitement. I could be excited and still make a small move. Do you guys understand that? I hope you do. That's what I'm saying. The stock market is going crazy, baby. That's me my whole life. That's it. I feel it. It's crazy. But I don't have to do a crazy thing tomorrow. I don't have to do a crazy thing right now. I get excited. I don't have to be excited when I make my trade. You see what I'm saying? I love it. So, get ready. I hope this was a good reminder. I hope it hit you the same way I did. Be smart. Aim a little smaller. And don't understand, though, too. When I'm telling you keep it small, I need you to get started. I'm never going to tell you small. Maybe you shouldn't get a $1 million house. Fuck that. I want you to have a $10 million house. Fuck out of here. I'm sorry. You're going to say, oh, it's not humble. It's this and that. No, I want you to have 20 Lambos. I don't care. This ain't no prosperity gospel. I've been around different things, but I'm never going to tell you to aim small for your whole damn life, you fucker. Like, you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to eat baby food a little bit. That's fine. You're young. And that's why I'm excited. Because some of you, what you have in the future is bigger than anything I could dream of, anything I will ever touch. You're not going to stay small forever. Go feed a baby, put it in the right environment, take care of it. That motherfucker's going to grow. Anything, a plant and good seed, you water, it's going to grow. Y'all need to get this wacky mentality out of your head that small things don't grow. Who fucking taught you that? Think about that. Isn't that crazy? Anything that's big started small, and you've seen it. So, oh, man. I love it. I love it. But start small now. The point is, I don't want you stagnating. That is what you should be more scared of. Small goals get you from stopping. Small goals get you from staying in the same place. You have to move. And then eventually, those big desires you will see. It will meet, bro. It will meet. It will come into fruition. All right? So, that is our philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile. Press hi, chat, X out the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the Nightly Watchlist main channel. First link for the Scream Alerts Bootcamp and Real Estate course. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. New guys, don't be too shy to say hi or too high to say shy. Keep it respectful. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity.